Sub J1 flight. Started or not?
तुमसे बात करने के लिए ही बैठी हूँ
मैं बोला तो फिर बाद में बताऊंगा टाइम
बाद में कब बताओगे? मुझे बोले कि तुम देख सकते हो, तुम बताओगे और बाद में बोले
थोड़ा टाइम
तुम्हारे बात में फिर आता है।
My ultimate's ready.
sent a photo J1 flight. You should use more hashtag. Yes, I have to. You only got two. Put some in description. Huh?
Match found.
Dude, I am taking initiative. You should pick something else.
ठीक है.
All right, where's the fight?
Wait, नहीं, Rage, what do you want? Will you play with smoke or something else?
डोली फ्रेंड्स रेस तुम इस रीना के साथ आराम से.
You play with smokes and alone with play with Phoenix. Fast.
जल्दी करो, टाइम नहीं है.
Nice.
नाइस.
You guys brought your earplugs, right? I'm just saying, tinnitus will mess you up.
Sky Phoenix.
Reloading.
साले ये जान.
बी स्मोक.
Spike down है.
Spike down B.
अरे fuck. Team है. Hit.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Sorry, Phoenix. Nice one.
Bro.
I feel something over there. Can't place it. Like us, but different.
Nice fire.
Держите се, люди.
ए पे है कोई.
Nice.
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
Healing over here.
Reloading.
होगा. आई ओ मिक्स तेरे पे है.
Feeling faint. I don't die.
Do not let my double shoot you. You will die.
ए पे कितने हो रही है. चलो चलो.
एकदम right point है.
होल्ड करो, होल्ड
Down
करो,
A.
होल्ड करो. आराम से.
Got him. Look out. Blinded.
जा दी कहाँ है यहाँ से रहना गया 8 से
Blinded.
तेरे राइट में नहीं है नंबर रीना भी वहीं पे
Spike down A. Last player standing.
बुलेट
छे
दूर रहना.
They're just batteries. And I need a recharge.
मिक्स इसको ऑपरेटर दे दे. मिक्स ओमन को ऑफ दे दे.
Smoke's up.
लिंक पे भी है लिंक पे तो
That's it. Reloading.
भाई के अंदर है
Spike down A. One enemy
Done
remaining.
with.
वेंडर तो मार कर.
Healing over here.
ओमन कहीं तो टीवी किया है.
उसके पास ही है.
Thirty seconds left.
ए पर
Spike planted.
बैक साइड.
बैक स्काई टू ले गया.
मेरा आइटम
हाफ पे देना. हाफ पे दे दो.
मेरे दे दो आइटम मेरा अपना
My ult's ready. No fireworks today, I'm afraid.
That's just humble then.
They are so dead.
Need a drop.
I need a drop.
मिक्स बाय मांग. मिक्स बाय मांगी.
Need a drop.
टीवी
Smoke's resonating.
नहीं करेंगे. नहीं बी फिर नहीं करेंगे. अब नहीं करेंगे. साले फ्री हो गए. साले मिड पे मत. स्काई फिर ब्लाइंड होगा. मत कर. मैं साले 4 ब्लाइंड झेले मैंने.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
चैम्बर की प्रेडेटर उठाओ
Enemy spotted. B.
Gun here.
हार्बर लास्ट में होनी कैसे बच सकता.
Reload.
नहीं बचता है
Enemy spotted. B.
टीपी मार के
एक बार कैंसिल भी कर सकते.
कैंसिल भी कर सकता था ना एक बार
30 seconds left.
उस पे है
Spike planted.
अरे वाह करती साले
हम देख रहे हो लॉन्ग.
सभी घुस जाओ अरे पीछे मिक्स पीछे
मिक्स कर पीछे.
मिक्स पकड़ टीपी हुआ लॉन्ग पे टीपी है अरे एक जना डिस्क करो पीछे है वो बहुत पीछे है वो प्रेडेटर
वो
सेव
घूम के
करेगा
आ रहा है. वो घूम फिनिक्स इधर है मेरे पास है.
वो वो प्ले
Don't
करके
even
आ गया
start
यार,
that
वो
shit
भाग
here,
गया।
mate.
Reload him.
स्पाइक छोड़ के ही चला गया वो तो ऑफ से होके।
Well, I reckon morale's gonna be pretty low over there.
क्या हो? सो जा।
बाय 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 गाइस, बाय गाइस बाय। अबे बाय दो ब्रो, कोई बाय
I'm
दो।
feeling this one.
हाँ दे दे दिया। ओ भाई साहब,
It's you and me.
साले बी पे सारे बंदे और अलोन ए साइड पे पता नहीं क्या कर रहा है। चूते पता है तुमको,
Careful now.
सारे बंदे यहीं
Spike
पर थे।
planted.
अल्ट
Dead. Teleport's broken. Flash. Come on, let's go.
फिनिक्स तरह गेम अटक रहा है क्या?
सेविंग ऑफ।
Last player standing.
Bro, he is playing Valorant in 900 plus FPS, and why are you saying his game is dying?
इजी 300 FPS।
Us, bro, us.
These new friends of ours are not too friendly.
No backing out now.
You
will not kill my
अबे यार साला वेट करके भी 3 है वहाँ पे। रीमेड होममेड ऑल मेड।
That's a concuss.
Heal yourself.
Spike planted.
hold.
Mix, heal yourself, heal yourself.
Check behind the wall.
I win again.
Mix heal करो अगर।
No heal, no heal.
क्या ओमन टीपी हुआ?
Last player standing. A.
Save.
Still in sight.
Trust each other. That's all.
इधर से होगी।
I hold positions, don't pick. B camper op. Jump.
Found one. There's another.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
भाई ऑफ के चक्कर में 2 राउंड चला गया।
Watch for my text, everyone. If I throw it left and you go right, I can't heal you. Or hurt you, for that matter.
You want to play? Let's play.
Spike down mid.
Take vandal, take vandal.
Mid spike. Oh,
Watch your eyes!
mid to A हो रहा है, mid to A और B हो रहा है। मैं A हो रहा है, A हो रहा है, A हो रहा है, A हो रहा है, A हो रहा है।
Enemy spotted me.
अबे बी आ गए।
Spike planted.
वुमेन ए साइड को।
Going up.
One enemy remaining.
तू टिप कर।
लॉल
We good. We good.
The enemy only looks composed. Their hearts tell a different story. Need a drop. Thank you.
मेन साइड प्लांट के
Spike planted.
Blinded.
Last player standing.
Gee, Sky man.
हाँ रैग
My ult ready.
Trust me, they will make mistakes. When they do, take advantage.
They are so dead!
भाई उन पे भी ऑफ होगी, उन पे ऑफ होगी, ये भी आएंगे।
मिड 3 भी उस रूम में जाके सो रहा नींद आ रही है तुमको, सो जाके सो रहा।
Here.
Last player standing.
Beautiful.
Last round before the switch.
Spend it now, or it's gone.
वेट।
Time to hunt.
Cutting their vision.
मेरी कंसिस्टेंसी बहुत है, तेरे को पता है।
You will
Here, kill my allies.
अरे fuck you god।
Come on, let's go. Going up.
It's you and me.
One down.
Last player standing.
Ended.
अबे 4 लोग जिंदा थे क्या? कसम।
Switching sides.
Buy stuff, ka-ching, little skrrr, then we're done. Yeah?
Gun here. Spikes here.
Let's win these bitches. I'm performing good, I don't think so.
No words.
कौन है?
No foots.
Enemy spotted A.
Here.
साला हाई लेवल।
राइट में सो
Going up.
नहीं है सालो।
Carrier's down.
ये सेज तो थी नहीं, मैंने चेक किया था।
बोला है,
मिस्टर है ना मिस्टर।
पहले ही बोला है।
I have the spike.
नहीं तो ओपन में है।
Last player standing.
चैम्बर के लगता है मेरे मुंह पे चैम्बर आ गया।
Trap destroyed.
30 seconds left.
Teleport's ready. Spike planted.
चलो प्लांट का पैसा तो मिल गया।
to silence us, we keep talking.
I'm gonna say this time. We win, we survive. Inside.
गाइस ये काय मैं तुझे बता रहा था उसने मुझे मार दिया दिस इज रीच बेट
Our spike carrier's down.
लूट
Spike
Have the
down
spike.
B.
Enemy spotted. B. Here's the healer. Reload.
Enough.
नाइस
Reloading.
Last player standing.
मुझे लग ही रहा था पीछे से आएगा।
लग ही रहा था तो होएगा
Please
Right,
don't
he does.
mistake my smile. I take this all very seriously.
Smoke's up.
मारना
Had enough.
मगर मैं मरा शॉट मार दिया
पीछे को बना रहा
Super.
Our spike carrier's
One
down.
enemy remaining.
Freeze good.
ओवन पीछे से आ रहा
Down A.
पीछे से आ रहा प्लांट
Time to hunt.
आ गया
Hawk
Hold.
out.
Ready.
चिल 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 चिल।
चिल
तू उसके पीछे ही छुपा रहा है, मैं इधर से देख रहा हूँ।
आराम से टीपी
टीपी टीपी टीपी
और एक टीपी
No drama.
अच्छी आई ऑलमोस्ट डेड।
These parasites aren't gonna take one step past this
drop.
place.
by the mix sky by the sky
चेंबर बाय मान चुगड़ बंदूक में चेंबर पास का
कोई ना मैं स्काई से निकालूं मैं आउटरोस निकालूं ट्राई कर रहा हूं
ओह
Does anyone have funds?
अरे उसको आउटलुक by the sky okay chamber 5
पहली गोली ऐसे ही दबा।
दिया
Enemy B.
Cutting their vision.
Going up.
Reloading.
Cutting their vision. There.
अंदर जा दीवार में जा पीछे में देख
Ready.
फिनिक्स यूज योर हेल्थ
कवर दे
बैक स्टाइल
फिनिक्स ऊपर देख
Rain is down.
140 तेज ये कर लेगी दोनों बैक स्टेप
Last player standing. One enemy remaining. My ult ready.
निकलेगा
Alt open. क्यों लिखा हुआ है वो थ्रो कर रहा था
Take aim, then fire. Let's not complicate it.
They are so dead.
Sleep tight. You will not kill my allies.
अबे इसको मारो ना, कहाँ अल्ट हुआ?
मिड टंग टंग
It's you and me.
कहाँ जा रहा है
One enemy remaining.
इसको मार, damn it. Guy, what the fuck?
You tried.
भाई मेरे कंट्रोल में नहीं
I'm twitchy here. Let's go.
बहाने
already.
भी अच्छे नहीं दे पा रहा
Need a drop.
तीसरा बोलता है
बाय देना। अबे सालों मेरे को बाय दो ना।
Reloading.
मैं मिड से जाता हूँ
Let me show you how to.
संभाल पुश में आराम से।
मैं अल्ट कर लूंगा पिक मत लेना माइक्स
Found one. Three
इधर
for
ही है
three.
स्काई हील चाहिए। स्काई आजा स्काई मत कर, हील चाहिए करवा।
Blinded.
पीछे चैम्बर, पीछे यहाँ पे चैम्बर है, यहाँ पे रहना।
You want to play? Let's play.
मरना मत।
Blinded.
चैम्बर
One
किलर
enemy remaining.
पीछे ये चैम्बर, पीछे यहाँ पे।
इसको लो।
लो साले को पकड़ो।
साले इतना हील दिया इसको एक बार
गाइस
आराम से। नाइस।
Real life. I want their life, not yours.
यही चलता है अपना यही ठीक ठाक होता है यही चलता है नाइस शॉट
Yes, nice. दोनों पुश मारो ना, ड्यूलिच सालों पुश मारो।
Scout destroyed.
सेज
Here.
इधर है लाइन कर
Watch
कर
your
कर कर
eyes.
ओपन हो आराम से आराम से आराम से
Cutting their vision. One enemy remaining.
गन भरवा ऊपर जाता
Here. Don't start resting. Still work to do. I got you, bruv.
Cutting their vision.
ऊपर है
इधर है रहना
ऊपर ऊपर
Reloading.
Still inside. Reloading.
use the right sides
Going up. Reloading.
Smoke's up.
Time to scatter.
Spike down B. Last player standing.
Watch your eyes. This is crazy. It feels like we've been doing this forever. I need a drop.
Need a
They
drop.
are so dead.
स्काई कर स्काई कर
अरे साले हम तो चिल करते हैं साले ओमन चला जाता है मिक्स मारना
भाई मिक्स मेरे को हील दे
फिर पे रीनॉक्स मिक्स
हील
रीनॉक्स
दोनों यहाँ पर है अबे फ्लैश डाल
भाई मिक्स तू
You
क्या
will
बंदा
not
है
kill my ally.
तेरे
मिड
पास
आईसो
तीन
मिड आईसो
बंदे
मिड
थे
आईसो
बंदा
मिड आईसो
That's done.
आईसो सेज मिड जल्दी काट आईसो सेज मिड
कहीं गन स्विच कर देना
Going up.
Last player
That's it.
standing.
It's you and me.
साले का सेज बहुत अच्छा है इनका
Match point.
Don't sit down. We're not done yet.
Reloading.
Safe and found one.
बी पे कोई है नहीं
कोई नहीं भाई बढ़िया गेम था
Going up.
Last player standing. Spike down B.
There they are.
Defenders win.
Pringles, bro. Comes in a can, bro.
Pringles. Once you pop, the fun don't stop.
wanna see me win, but I know in the end I'm winning regardless.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Masters London, where we are live from the Copper Box Arena. 8 teams enter the Swiss stage, but only 4 will survive to playoffs. It's day 1, and I'll be your host, Victoria, and joining me for the whole of Swiss, we've got EMEA's finest. It's Billy and Minnie. Hey, guys, how's it like to be here on home turf?
I think there's a lot of pride, honestly. I think for myself, having some Scottish representation at a UK event, and just to be here in EMEA as well, it's exciting to have a home event, Minnie.
Yeah, my whole body right now, like I obviously feeling the emotions because like I feel like I'm about to go on stage as a coach once again. Like I have all that tension inside me right now. It's
really?
Kind of yeah.
But you're here on the
I'm usually not this kind of person, but I'm kind of feeling it right now.
But you have some history here in London, right?
Yeah,
Back with
of course.
Boaster? Like
me and Boaster here, we made Summon FC our first team together, and then we got signed to Fnatic, London-based organization. Qualified the global events here, you know.
And if you're here for high-stakes drama, lower bracket miracles, and the advance to playoffs, lose 2 matches, get sent to the nearest airport. Is in sight now. Win every match and
points. That means we forgot to mention
till the first match.
One with a little ref.
You predict what happens next during the broadcast. So you can get involved, you can call map rounds, clutch moments in real time, and if you also get a reward for correct reads, and then you can climb the global leaderboard and possibly beat Achilleo day. And to update, we're going to be playing.
I think there's a sigh of relief for players across the road from ranked up until VCT that Neon is now actually killable. The fact that she's slowed down and able to actually be shot now is a very big advantage to a lot of players. And I think that I've been snooping on some of those trackers, and a lot of these VCT players are no longer playing it. It seems like in the ranked games they're playing Jet quite a lot, and I think that might translate into VCT. Double duelist, Jet, maybe that Phoenix too.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, the main thing that we can take away from these Neon changes are these kind of movement changes that we see, so we won't be seeing that utilized in the way that it once was. As well, it kind of mentions the shotguns there. I'm still anticipating that people will potentially pick up the shorty, but of course the Bucky and the Judge, I guess we'll see a decline because we're expecting a decline with the Neon as well.
Yeah, I think there are going to be a lot of changes, and sounds like you guys are predicting a complete shift here in London. So we put together a little meta axis to quickly vibe check everything. So Minnie, you know, you've been leading the charge here. Can you tell us how this works?
Yeah, so coming into this event, we thought Neon and Phoenix were going to be very strong. So just to explain, like the X-axis is for things that the desk likes, and the Y-axis is stuff we think teams will play. So coming into this event, we thought that Neon and Phoenix together were going to be very good. But with that Neon nerf, now we see the Neon in the bottom left and Phoenix in that top right. I think the meta right now is defined by Phoenix. 72% win rate in VCT right now. That is the highest number I have ever seen. And it's very poetic. British agent, British event, makes a lot of sense.
But I see you haven't put Neon on the very bottom there, so maybe we might see a little Neon still. In fact, let's talk about the shotguns that you were mentioning earlier, Billy.
Yeah, so I think the shotguns we could probably move down a little bit because I don't think the teams will play as much as what we saw because of those Neon changes and the impact that that will have. But what I will say is, I've kind of hinted at it previously, I still expect people to be picking up the shorty. We have a plethora of operator players here in VCT, and I think that having the shorty to kind of sit by that is obviously great and it works well. So yeah, I think in terms of shotgun usage overall, though, it will probably drop down a little bit.
And there's another duelist that we're seeing a rise of across the regions, and that's Jet. I know you're not a big fan of Jet, Minnie, so how do you see her playing into this?
Okay, I would put her like just the left of Phoenix. Like lots of teams are going to play at this event. I think it's the question, what is going to replace that Neon? I think we've seen something in Paper X and then Full Sense Primi leading the way, and I think that now with the Neon nerfs, a lot of teams are going to take action and make the Jet Phoenix that double duelist combo into this event.
Yeah, we're expecting quite a bit of that, and I think with a Jet, of course, comes the operator usage.
Yeah, so because of that Neon nerf, where they're not getting that snaky jumping around Neon, I think the operator is even stronger than what it was before. In this low util meta, I think that having the op right now, those Jets with the op together, is like a match made in heaven for some of these teams, and it might be the defining gun of the tournament.
Well, that means surely we're going to see a bit more chamber. What do you guys think of the Sentinel usage here?
I would like to see more Sentinel usage. I honestly thought that that would have been the initial counter reaction to a lot of the double duelists that we were seeing. So we think of the Vise, we think of the Chamber Chamber, but we haven't seen an awful lot of that. I think I want to pick up on the Operator and the Jet here as well, though. I think that Jet is kind of strong because they're an agent that you don't have to rely on when it comes to utility. They're very much a gun-focused kind of agent, which is why I think we'll see an increase in that. And the Operator as well, as you kind of already hinted at, Minnie, we're in a kind of meta where it is gunfights that you're taking, right? You don't have utility to be able to clear out that Operator, which is why we're saying it's such a strong weapon right now.
My Chamber Glaze will come when Lev start playing tomorrow because I love that agent right now. I think it's extremely strong, and it'd be nice to see maybe that pick rate a little bit higher at this event. I'm not sure we're going to see it, but in my opinion, if I was running a team right now, I'd be looking at that Chamber all over.
All right, well, that brings me to the next question. So we got a little bit of the ins and outs, and of course, we have to do our MasterCard fan poll. And the question this time is, which region do you think is going to win it all here at Masters London? I know picking one team is a little bit hard at the moment.
For me, like, it seems like they're happy to go to that.
Valorant came out. It's the first time that
Tucks back, wanting to try to get concussed through, but Scuba is ahead of it. Dodges it, finds the headshot, and pulls off the Red Bull clutch to rescue the round.
This is a really nice call and a really nice play from Scuba. Some great stuff from Ethan, though, being patient, understanding the map read, just waiting XLG out. They spread, he doubles down, and he still has this drone. Huge there. You know, a nice little timing for Leo, but he's not really able to get much out of it. And this is one of the problems with NRG when you're going up against them with this composition, is they're so disciplined with the drones. They'll take their time, they'll use one, they'll wait you out, and they'll save the next one for later in the round, where a lot of teams might kind of overcommit them early. NRG very, very patient with this double initiator composition.
They're going to be leaning in towards the stack. It's going to be Leo alone on that A side of the map yet again. Drone only able to spot out one. Meanwhile, Mata just going for quick entry through Street. Triple push up, swing in the corner, Scuba. Not done yet. Is able to find that kill. Collects a weapon, but two very nice shots from Nomad will allow for those weapons to be recovered. And then suddenly, this starts looking all the more rocky for NRG. Down a player again.
Drone is down. Now your firepower pretty weakened. Trying to get back there. Get to that spike, which is down in the back corner, and XLG can just hold the line here. You have a little bit from Kiko to maybe try to help you clear this, but it's going to be tough.
They're just tossing that weaponry around, trying to make sure that they have those guns in the healthier hands. Meanwhile, Leo slowly just joining in, ensures that there's not going to be this late flank coming through. And how are you meant to get back into this one for NRG?
We'll find out.
It's going to have to be a 3-2-1 go. Swing in this corner. Jump peek going to be leading the way. Kiko the first to fall. That's going to be the Vandal down. Ethan is able to find No Man, finishing off that low HP Jet, but they are no closer to finding this round, to finding this spike. It has eluded them, and what a rally back. What a response. A MasterCard thrifty for XLG to tie it 1-1.
This is just crazy good stuff from No Man. Getting onto that entry duelist, some questions about it. How is he going to be able to thrive on that Jet? Well, if you're hitting shots like that with a Sheriff, and this team loves to get on their feet.
Come on! Let's go, baby! Come on!
It's got to feel good for No Man.
That's a massive swing round, but NRG are still buying into this. You see the weaponry, full half armors, and there's an outlaw in the hands of No Man to wreak havoc.
That's a big commit from NRG there. Maybe a little over-eager to take those contact fights over at Long B. Maybe not expecting that there'd be that many players from XLG in the previous round, but still, a lot of damage can be done. Mata, one of the best waylays in the world, looking to try to squeeze his way forward. XLG willing to give up a little bit of space here, but playing for pretty fast contact.
Up and over the check in the dugout. Will just take that refract out to safety. Gets a spot on the 1. So Raga going to be noted, but he's going to be able to find Ethan at the same time. Kiko going to be answering back. Raga now going to be taking down Lysor. Eliminated as well. So we get brought into a 3v3. And now a 3v2. Kiko, a solid shot. Displaces Leo. It's Happyway and No Man to try to get this retake going, but now you start becoming less favored with this outlaw in play. But Mata, if he's just going to give you an angle like that, then hell yeah, you can find value. Rock will have that cover. Swing around the back. Happyway once again able to get that spike down onto the floor. Some minor damage suffered here by Brock. Quick clear of the recon. He doesn't have any additional utility. Trying to play his way back in, but Brock will just stand tall. Finds a 3K, and we're just going to be ping-ponging back and forth as NRG once again get the lead.
What a call here to go for the force-up. And the trades are really nice for NRG. A great bait and switch from Mata to tee up Kiko there over at Flowers. That was really nice. Use those sound cues a little bit against XLG. And they fell for it when the smoke dissipated, but No Man will have his Blade Storm coming into this round. Only a Spectre for Leo. No kills found just yet. Leo at times was just an absolute clutch machine for XLG. Over in China, Scuba and Ethan as well, just on the submachine guns.
He's down.
A little bit of a spot there, but that's just Ethan trying to sell a bit of a fake, trying to open up some space, but this is what makes this NRG comp so difficult. 2 drones on different sides of the map. You're not entirely sure which way they're going, so XLG just gonna stand pat with their 3-2.
Mind you, was also able to spot out at least the 2 players on that A side of the map. Given that the molly had been invested, Mata just trying to dive forward over towards Halls. Gets slowed up by the concuss, but he's quickly wrapping around the back here, looking for Lysor, and we'll be able to have him. Happyway going to be good for 1. Vice is going to be traded out on either side. The cards of 5 now going to be called in from Scuba. Trying to make this site retake unassailable. Quick peek in, No Man unable to find anything, burns that tailwind. And Widely just have to wait this out. Meanwhile, Raga around the back looks like he's going to be noted, as you do have the jiggle peeks here from Brock. Now they have the full confirmation. Dodge of the stun, the wall to fall. Cosmic Divide no longer in play. Raga getting closer and closer, but it could be Ethan striking out, finding No Man. Leo now dead, and it is all on Raga's shoulders, and he cannot bear the weight. 4 players surviving. NRG now expanding this lead up 3-1.
And this is really nice stuff from NRG in terms of understanding some of their opponent's tendencies and how they can use that against them a little bit. So here they're going to split the initiators, get the info that the Phoenix is over at A. So far, XLG has been showing that they're going to stack their heavy side with the Phoenix. That allows NRG the comfort to keep pushing steadily forward towards this B site. Rely on Mata to be that sharp decision maker, that sharp aimer that he is, to clear that space for you in back alley. And he executes it really, really nicely. Here again, same setup early though for NRG. Doubt they're gonna quite commit to it the same. They're gonna be taking their time, looking for an early pick with Mata's rifle. Got a little bit of backup there to help him just in case. No Man will have the Marshal in his hands. Otherwise, it's just a couple bandits, couple sheriffs. Raga does have his ult.
Okay, we'll be a bit off on that one, so Lysor able to just skirt away over to safety. We'll re-wrap back up in towards that tower position. They continue to scale forward here. Happyway getting himself a kill, would have the Steel Garden online. Bring this back to parity between the weaponry. And the shock darts are not going to be connecting onto either of these thorns. So the full setup from this defensive vice still going to be intact, as he will get spotted on the corner. But NRG maybe starting to reassess here. As they slow things down, they once again start backpedaling with the spike in hand.
They've given up so much map control for this though. So this is going to be a real mess. XLG, a great counter setup here, anticipating that NRG is going to be forced over towards this B side again, where Raga is.
Not push these players out into the open. Will be able to displace him from the back. Halston, what a reveal! Unable to clear the dart.
30 seconds
Brock
left.
just lights him up. They collect the eliminations very swiftly after. Spike now to be in play, and Steel Guard be damned no longer available, and Scuba is watching the flanks. NRG are looking to get this 4th round win on the board in flawless fashion. We will have Mata positioned forward, and they have a very strong idea of where Leo is at.
I'm just gonna have to wait him out here, but my word, what timing there from Brock.
Don't want to give him the freebie weapon. Would love to get that conversion pass online, but Mata will just go ahead, slowly slink away back over towards B long with NRG looking very on point here these last 2 rounds. Very concise. They now have a 3-round lead up. Out in front of XLG, we're going to be struggling as they go back into another bye.
Yeah, and I think this might be a good time for Havoya to call a timeout because you're going to have a lot of big ults for both teams coming into this. So a really pivotal round in this half is looming already, where you're talking about how there's, you know, 1 away from a convergent pass. Well, guess what? Brock also 1 away from his ult from the Hunter's Fury. Ethan already has the Armageddon. So you're looking at a really strong round for NRG coming up potentially, but on your side, you have the Vice ult, you have Rarga's ult, and you have Lysor's ult, so you've got a bunch to work with. And I think this is a really opportune moment to take a pause, talk about how you want to play this round through, because I almost am a little bit worried for XLG in that round because I think they might have tipped their hand a little bit with some of those setups. It was a really nice counter to what NRG was doing. They just couldn't get any value out of it because of a well-timed recon dart.
So a lot of things needed to be shored up here. I mean, getting that first round win after dropping the pistol, I had to feel just elated here for this squad, but to they not be able to string anything together off the back of that, it has been rough. Let's go look at the Coinbase win condition here, and my eyes are going to Nomad. He's continuing to look good. He is the top fragger at the moment for this squad, and now he's going to be having that operator online, so he needs to be getting into solid positions, avoiding this double drone so they can actually get set up on hard lines to come away with value.
Exactly, and it's going to be something I'm sure that NRG is going to be aware of, keeping track of that economy a bit, thinking that, all right, well, we can use that drone, so is the idea here for XLG going to be kind of ping-ponging the op around the map? Show presence early, clear a drone somewhere. You know, you'll see players jump up on top of that box on long B. I'm pretty sure that's kind of where No Man's thinking right now, to get that early deep angle so you can clear those drones or clear a player who tries to cut through there and take control of that space early, and then rely on the combo on the other side. Ethan there.
Got grabbed, but he's able to avoid the molly.
Just barely.
Not going to be able to come away with that early value here. Drone just getting the spot out, and you're talking about it, that ping-ponging back and forth, and already it will be the pivot. The operator shifting back across towards this A side of the map. Meanwhile, scale forward. Arga here in Art throwing out that curveball, but the counter flashes in. He and Leo trying to backpedal, but Leo going to get dropped as Kiko comes away with a second. Raga now dead. Lysor able to peel back a single kill as Brock will fall. Just quickly trying to scale in around the back here at Art. Goes into the conflict form though, and the timing is just so catastrophic. Kiko finds that third. No Man trying to stay dialed in on this angle. The Thorn's going to be popped. Smada's just boxed into the corner. Smada still down on the floor. Now, NRG still with that player advantage, but they're looking to take it away as Hathaway starts to try to swing forward, but it's going to be Kiko taken out. As No Man finds him on that stair side. Checks around the back, very suspicious about a potential lurk through water, but none to be found. So Spike is going to be in hand for Scuba.
You've evened the numbers up, so you have to be a little bit cautious here, have to be a little bit smart. NRG tapping, looking for a response. XLG happy to wait this out.
Now they have to commit to it. Mata just looking for that timing, swing out of the Nebula, shifts away, and Happyway will be able to collect the kill. XLG looking good to secure this unless Scuba can come away with another Red Bull clutch. The peek in, and now Happyway will hold his own. A solid shot into the defuse. XLG double up.
No, this is really nice stuff for XLG. And exactly what I was kind of hoping for out of this round, to see that op moving around, being really proactive from the get-go, not getting any contact at long B. You're taking control of that orb. You're forcing the hand of NRG to the other side. And even though it looks a little bit shaky here for a moment, because No Man is able to get there with that operator in time, he's able to hold the line and stall NRG out. So I'd say, if anything, it's a little bit concerning here for NRG at times because they're dropping that spike early. They're having a tough time like finding their footing to get those plants down, to get into post plants sometimes. So that's something that maybe,
oh boy,
a lot of these ults, and of course.
Yeah, Brock is bringing out the Odin. Let's see what kind of value he's going to be able to get out of this. It's something that he's not been leaning into quite as much so far this year.
He just had to prove that he could do it.
Yeah.
With anything. He's literally great with every gun that's in his hands. He has been absolutely stellar. One of the best players we have at this event so far.
Shock darts again, falling shy of the mark, unable to scout out this Vice util. It's just a bit of a change up here from Happyway to try to slow down the approach. Initial bait out on the wall. Nico at the ready. We'll just be investing that steel garden for now. XLG going to be zoned away as they look to try to get their players in position for a swift retake.
Spike planted.
Are being placed. They'll run it back now. In play. Raga going to try to see if he can swing the corner, clear anything out. Meanwhile, the Armageddon's going to be called in over towards that tower side. Cosmic Divide going to be invested. Ethan eliminated. Happyway able to find that headshot, but look at the lurk forward from Mana. He's able to intercept. Obviously, Theo turns back though, and Lysor strikes him down as well as Kiko. The defuse now going to be interrupted. Nearly taking a half. Counter concuss going to be sent through. They're going to look to just try to stick this one, and Lysor's got him covered. The defuse is in. And XLG with 3 players surviving, nipping at the heels of NRG, just 1 round away from tying it up again as Lysor secures the 4K.
Massive round from Lysor. And a massive round for XLG because both teams invest a lot of ults into this, and they're the ones who come through with the victory. Yes, you're going to use that, finally use that Phoenix ult, and it gets a ton of value. You've got Lysor's ult for the post plant, and he makes the most of it, nullifying that Odin by getting it stuck behind that wall so it can't just spam through. Really, really nice stuff, and able to absorb the pressure of the Armageddon hit early. That's a tremendous round here for XLG.
And we'll take a look at the Coinbase win condition now for NRG. As coffers are being emptied here. Cash starting to get a little bit wonky. See Scuba buying down to 0. Brock at 150. Unable to bring another Odin into this round unless Ethan wants to pass it over, but certainly felt like NRG were starting to run away with this map after breaking free. XLG showing that they have that perseverance. They do have the skill. I mean, they've made it to this global stage so many times. They want revenge. If you can find the victory here on NRG's map pick, you're going to be very well slated with Lotus on the horizon.
Well, it almost feels like it should be their time because they've been here so many times. Yes, they got through one time at Champions of the playoffs, but in general, they've struggled. They've been grouped every other time. And this is a team who's got shooters, they've got fraggers, they've got a good coach, they've got good ideas, but when they get to the big stage, in my opinion, it felt like they weren't playing with that same gusto, that same confidence that they had in China. Just a little bit of control here. Ethan doesn't want to mess with it too much. No man trying to find as deep of an angle as he can for that operator, and he will be given that space. So XLG can have a pretty good idea of this. Prowler not going to find anything. So Rarga going to feel comfortable to scoop up the orb and back off, but that's NRG's go signal. They're saying, okay, let's get in there.
Salvo out. Ethan just going to be caught on that. They have the reveal, but just unable to get onto the angle fast enough to really find a punish. Lana just going to eat a little bit, pushing past, wrapping around box, and will not be able to find much of anything, but look at the stack from XLG. 4 players in position. It's just no man alone over at B-Long with that operator. Is NRG going to try to up the pace here, but pretty decently favored for XLG. Initial volley of util, nothing going to be found. Saturate chucked into the back. Mana facing forward, trying to take that fight. Will end up losing his life, but the rest of his team picking up the pieces. Leo needing to deliver, but he cannot. Will just get picked apart, and now that operator to be saved. The timeout call looking good for NRG, who managed to persevere despite this stack from XLG.
Yeah, that is crazy good coordination here from NRG. The read is there. They are thoroughly countered about as well as XLG can manage in that round. But it did not matter. I mean, again, Mata giving his life for the cause. That's why you have to love him as a player. He'll just walk in and absorb some of that pressure to tee up the others behind him for success, and they knock it out of the park this round. No man, just going to be trying to hold on to this op. Looks like he's going to be given the opportunity. Scuba was kind of trying to suss him out over on the defender side of the map, but he is nowhere to be found. Scuba will be 1 away from his ult. Leo will have the Nightfall coming in to the next round. Just everybody there knows their job on NRG. Ethan's right there to back up Mata. Brock's watching their backside. Kiko's got Ethan's back. That's just beautiful setups there. Great protocols.
Still though, these Two key figures on XLG that have not been able to get the ball rolling. Leo got his first kill on the board in that previous round. Finally has his first Nightfall of this half. But Raga's right there with him. 1 in 7. Take flight. For a player who should be dominating on this global stage. I need to see that activation sooner rather than later, as Lysor will just catch that straight dart through, but can backpedal out to safety.
It's always been the tragic story of Raga, is he's slow to start at internationals. As good as he is domestically, when he finds the global stages, he just doesn't seem to find that success. And hopefully he can start getting it turned around here. As that operator, I was thinking, oh man, once XLG got that in their hands, it was really starting to turn around, but NRG able to flip things around a bit in that previous one. Getting a big win, getting the spot there is Scuba, but not able to find any damage onto Lysor.
But here comes the exec. Saturate out, Mata just gonna go diving forward once again. In towards Halls, clears it, doesn't see anything, but Ethan will be catching a bullet as Lysor's able to find a kill as well. Scuba gonna be taken down, but Kiko holding his own. Lurching forward into that smoke, comes away with 2 eliminations, bringing it back into a 3v3. The Nightfall now to be invested as Brock is isolated back at Halls, does still have that spike in hand. Not willing to go for the commit yet, and Mata trying to get this rewrap on tower, but Raga does shut him down, and he's anticipating this second layer from Kiko. He cannot stop him. 3 kills online, should be dead on this swing, but he still comes away with a 4th. Brock gets the finisher, and NRG now moving up 6-3.
Well, Kiko again was instrumental for NRG in the run. Yes, Brock has been tremendous throughout all of stage 1, but Kiko came alive as Americas went on. And this is him. He wins this round for them. This is a great read in some ways from XLG. They get a couple early kills and they want to try to just shut the door on the round, but Kiko had other thoughts. And then they use that Nightfall, and Raga reads that really well. He understands that that Nightfall didn't hit anybody. There's a possibility they get behind me, and he reads it, but then Kiko just there to clean up the mess. Blade Storm again, but a crunch being set up in towards mid, and nobody going to be knocking for NRG. They're taking their time. That Vice Flash again, set up to counter that Phoenix Flash if they try to push through. Kiko though, starting to feel the heat.
And just a slow drift back around the corner, looking to join in with the rest of the team. Taking firm control over this A main position. That Flash going to be getting the confirmation, so the wall now going to be set up. Will be a quick trip from Raga. As Mata nearby enough, will start going his separate ways. Double back through Art. NRG considering a pivot. No, looks like it will just be a quick check around behind on that flank, but XLG now getting players in a position to re-crunch through that Art side.
Done a great job dodging a lot of the confirmed information here, but Leo down to 1 HP. Have his work cut out for him there at Secret.
Still does have that haunt available, but he sends it out early before the exec has really come through. Saturate over to the stairs. The dive in from Mata. Gets the spot out here. Wants to try to go ahead and pick apart this final kill. Will be able to do it as WS Leo gets taken down. Re-swings back into the site, and they're just not really paying attention to him. He's able to find a second, but Lysor and No Man able to peel back a little bit of the pressure, but now it'd have to be a monstrous clutch from No Man with these knives in hand. Swings out, finds the first, gets back around the wall, looking for that kill on Mata, but he cannot find it. Mata collecting 3 as NRG lock up a lead at the half, 7-3, and potentially could balloon this up to 9.
This wall here just doesn't really give a lot of space. The Cosmic Divide sort of cuts XLG off. They don't have much information. They're just trying to flood through the choke, and
He can't hit me when I do that, bro. You can't hit me. You can't hit me.
I don't think he can hit him.
I'm not so sure. He seemed pretty confident, but now you're back into the ult cycle for NRG.
2 more rounds to be played. Steel Guard and to take away these fresh weapons that XLG going to be trying to cling to. Another convergent paths available as well. For now, drone forward, checking around towards the back of that Art box. Doesn't see anything, and NRG immediately just storm forward, claiming this space as their own.
Confirmation of the Vice Wall, and they're just going to keep pushing forward.
Gets collected, Ethan 2 away from having an Armageddon. That's going to be the convergent paths sent through. Saturate around that corner, but Mata overstepping, ends up getting shut down as Heavyweight comes alive. 2 quick kills found from him. Brock and Kiko both will get eliminated, but Ethan able to peel back a little bit of that pressure to the dive forward. The full 5's connecting. Will be the snapback on the ultimate, but Ethan at 13 HP, as good as he is, I don't see him clutching his way out of this one. Spam towards dugout, will just grab up the Odin, but Leo counter sprays through, finds it, and XLG looking to try to fight back, secure a 5th round win in this half. So they make it up to 4.
And again, I feel like NRG kind of committing a little bit ahead of where they need to. Yeah, you have the convergent pass, but Rarga dodges it and is there to back up his teammate. Oh my goodness, Happy Way. That was pretty nasty. I will say this, XLG can put on a show with their flicks. Saw it time and again in China. Now you're getting to see it here on the global stage. Let's see if they can get another one, make this 7-5, then you make me a believer.
Scale forward.
Ooh, this is...
Checking that club side of the counter swing comes in. He will be absolutely dead. No man continuing to try to scale, and there it is. It's just a matter of time before they find him, and Mata will quickly connect with his skull. Peek in, sees Happy Way on the other side, but just cannot get that off the sing. Still Garden now to be invested here as Happy Way desperately trying to backpedal out, survives with 15 health.